Now, quality notifications are a powerful tool, a part of the QM module in SAP, which can allow you to any quality organisation to manage numerous processes that they may have. So in the actual business, this may range from customer complaints, the particular example we're going to demonstrate here. This could be complaints against a vendor, or any plant deviations, laboratory investigations, change controls. They can be applied over quite a variety of different applications. Now, the one thing about quality notifications they are highly customizable. They integrate with various other components in the system. So, for example, the document management system. They can be coupled with workflow, so you can have a very powerful process management tool. Now, here is a rough overview of the process. So, in the case of a customer complaint, the customer complaint would be received. Certain items of information would be provided to the business. So you would have your delivery note, you would have your sales order, for example, and when you create the appropriate kind of notification for handling your customer complaint, you will be prompted for these items of information. Now, upon entering these items of information, the notification will be created and any material customer information will be automatically pulled through, and thus you can begin your process of beginning to start your notification, start your investigation, document and resolve any issues, implement any corrective and preventative actions through to closure of the notification. Now, one of the first things after populating this header data is that you will want to enter a description of the notification, some overview information, and then you'll want to create a series of tasks. Each of these tasks can then be executed and then completed as appropriate, and once all tasks are completed, the notification can be closed. If you get to a point upon review for closure that further tasks are required, you can then add further tasks and have those completed. And a task basically is a further breakdown of the whole notification, which will allow particular action to go to a particular person or a group of people, and they can perform that activity. So, notifications are divided into a number of different levels. So, as discussed, we have the header level. Now, this contains all the general data for the whole complaint. So, you would have information for the material, the delivery, any documents that are relevant, and any further information. Now, an item represents a particular problem within the notification. So, this could be, for example, a particular item of equipment, or it could be a particular subsection of that notification. In the example shown here, we haven't employed the item view apart from actually recording what the particular deviation was, the cause. And as we've already discussed, we have tasks which can be assigned under the header or item. So you can have tasks which apply to the whole notification and tasks which apply to a particular item. So each task can represent a particular piece of work that needs to be completed in order to complete the notification as a whole. Handy thing about the tasks are you can assign them to particular people, you can assign deadline information, and you can also record basic information about these tasks, what actions are required and what actions need to be executed. As part of the notification, activities can also be assigned to the task or item. So activities can be used to document particular occurrences. So if somebody makes a telephone call, receives a telephone call, or sends or receives a letter, for example, this can be quite easily documented using this method. And causes can be assigned to an item. So for example, if in the case of the customer complaint shown here, if there are a number of causes, then these can be documented and are easily viewable and retrieved in terms of generating KPI or metric data. So, as a result of this, this is the overall view of a notification structure. So as can be seen from the notification header, you can have tasks or activities directly assigned, or you can have items under that notification header, which again allow the same breakdown into tasks and activities as recorded. So moving forward, the header level will contain all of the basic data to which the notification refers. So in the particular case of the customer complaint notification, we will find the plant for the material itself, and the batch that is affected by the complaint. Also, you will have information regarding the sales order and the delivery, which are easy points of reference for the customer. The information regarding who the customer is and any contact information will also be stored in the notification. Any quantities affected can also be recorded, and a coding for the notification, that is a categorization at a high level of what the issues involved in that notification are, can be recorded. Then a title can be recorded to give a very quick and easy way to see what the notification is about, and a more detailed description about what has happened, what the events surrounding that notification are. And also a priority for the notification to allow prioritization of different notifications can be recorded, and as a result of this you can assign a start date and an end date, or depending on the priority you can allow the system to automatically define that. Any document associated with the notification via the document management system can also be assigned here, and any partners involved in the processing of the notification, such as any particular departments that have been decided upon, the sole two-party, or a coordinator for the whole notification, can also be placed here. So we have the tasks, which are the individual items of work. So these will consist of a description of some form. So this can be a free text or a predefined text which can be retrieved from a catalogue. That is a particular item that can be populated as a code into that task header, and then the text information is pulled through. And again, these are easy to categorize and view as required. The responsible person will also be able to be placed into the task, so the correct person who is required to be able to process that task is automatically found. And in the case of putting this together with workflow functionality, the responsible person for the task can also be found. So in combination with workflow, this will allow that person or group of people to be automatically notified of the task and that it needs to be executed. So it allows a very powerful method of managing the process of investigation and completing the actual investigation. Of course, a planned start and end date can also be assigned, so this allows a deadline scheduling to be assigned to that particular task and a timescale for which that should be completed. And any information that needs to be recorded in the form of a long text can also be added. So the one helpful thing about notifications and tasks are that at the header level a list can automatically be generated from change depending on the priority assigned to the notification. And as a result of this, with information correctly assigned in customizing as well, the appropriate responsible people for each task and for whole responsibility for the notification can automatically be determined depending upon data found within the notification. So this allows an automatic way for customer complaints to be processed and assigned to different people quite easily. This means that it's very easy to generate a predefined list of tasks and responsible people for a complaint that comes in. Of course, it is also possible to then amend the list of tasks that are available, so you can delete or remove tasks as required. Now I'm going to give an example of how these notifications can be used to control such a process. In the case of our particular system, we have customized a notification type as a customer complaint. So we just need to identify that type, which is YC, and then create the notification. Now upon creation of the notification, we will be prompted for entry of sales and delivery information, which would be provided by the customer. However, if this information isn't provided, it isn't mandatory to enter these fields, so they can be entered later. However, if these fields are provided in advance, then other data will automatically be populated. In this particular example, we will say the customer has provided us with the appropriate information. So the sales order number is 63. item number 10, and the delivery note number is as follows. Now once this data is populated, we can then click on continue, and the notification will be created with all the reference information.